On June 15, 2021, at around 5:30 p.m., 5-year-old Summer Wells was gardening with her mom and grandma. She was said to have last gone to the basement of her family's home to play with her toys. When her mom went to check on her, she was nowhere to be found. Her parents reported her missing at around 6:30 p.m. that night. Immediately, her disappearance spread across social media, including YouTube. The family has spoken to creators on the platform and received support, but also dismay. While the search for little Summer continues, many have cashed in on the case, this including a group that calls themselves Heels on the Ground, none of which actually have professional experience in search, rescue, or advocacy. They made a trip to Beach Creek, Tennessee and had confrontation. They also interviewed, amongst others, a man that's now been arrested for drug-related charges. Summer's father named this man as his first suspect when asked early on, and had just fired this individual the day prior to Summer's disappearance. Heels on the Ground, however, somewhat glorified this man, and it's clear that a narrative was spun, in my opinion. A narrative I believe we can see now was entirely prejudicially fallacious. The search for Summer continues. So let's take a look at the interview done a year ago with that very man. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section, please. And all links to clips in description of this video, as always, if you'd like to view the full versions.
Update. Dudley Ajan is in custody, and he's in the Sullivan County Jail in Tennessee. Dudley has been a person of interest in the Summer Wells disappearance, okay? It has been said that he was able to establish an alibi for himself, and that, I don't know whether he was cleared or he wasn't cleared. Law enforcement doesn't have to tell you the truth. We have found this out in the Koberger case and other cases. But you have to go back and remember that Don Wells, from the beginning, thought that Summer was abducted, and that Dudley was his first person that he thought of that could have abducted Summer. That was his first suspect, and that was communicated online when he was doing all the panels, when Don was doing all the panel hopping, and when Don was being interviewed and when he was being investigated, he communicated that to law enforcement. Now, it's unclear as to why Dudley is in custody. This is all the information that is posted at this time. I'm thinking that this could be a possible break, however, in the Summer Wells case. Okay, it could be, or it could not be. Don said that Dudley was on and that he had to fire him, and then you had the clowns on the ground that went to Tennessee and got Don fired, and they took Dudley and his wife out for dinner, and they cleared him there at dinner. They had a really good feeling. They didn't think that he had anything to do with Don suspecting Dudley of being involved in some way. Don was the focus of hooves on the ground, I think is what they're called, going down there. It's just what they've been renamed. Going down there, that Don and Candace were the target of their focus, and they got him fired and all of this. So this is a story that is developing. I'm curious to know what other people think. Leave comments. I have to say that I've been hoping for a break in the case, in the Summer Wells case. I don't know if this is a break at all, but I've been hoping. We've all been hoping. We've all been praying, and I just think this is something that we need to take a closer look at. Okay, Don wasn't lying, was he? He's in custody.
Of Don Wells and Candace Wells charade.
That Don reached out to me, and this is honest to God's truth.
Oh, I believe it.
While I was with Betty, and said, "You're focusing on the wrong people. It's not us. You need to talk to this guy."
Well, he may have you look into other people if he knows he didn't do it. Just a thought. To think of all possibilities of trying to solve a crime. You can't just zone in. Not that I'm a professional or ever claim to be one. Just saying.
And I'm like, what? That's when people started coming to you. I personally know you're innocent. Know you're innocent. Know you're innocent. So
if I was the suspect, I believe TBI and FBI in Chronicles County would have taken me, because I've met with them every time they ever called. TBI's been in my house, and how do I feel about it?
Because he said basically
that you're a you see, the problem is Don Wells and Candace Wells knows what happened to Summer Wells. So,
well, if he knew that to be true, that means he knows what happened. If he knows that for a fact.
I was in the wedding. Satan, I've never seen Don this way before. He had this look on his face like something really bad happened.
So when you say that, what date would that be? So she went missing on the 15th, and you say the Monday.
That's the 14th. That's the day I got fired that evening. That's the day he said, when he was talking about having everybody at the job and stuff, Tuesday, the day Summer come missing, I believe is what I heard, Richard Tucker and all of them. But that was Monday, not Tuesday.
When you said that the grandma and Candace would come to the job
yeah,
site,
they come there a couple times.
Why would they go there?
Well, one time they came there to get money. One time he had to go outside to fight. I go with him to fight about him. But mostly they fought a lot.
When they came there, what kind of vehicle did they come in?
She drove in a Subaru.
Subaru?
Yeah, I believe it got him and took it away. It's 5 months or something. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure.
So it was taken back.
Did Don ever bring the boys to work with him?
Yes.
He has?
Yeah, he brought him to the chocolate factory job. That was the first one he was there, and he was smoking weed in the house.
Smoking weed with his
Smoking
boys?
weed with his son. Yeah, he had one son. The oldest.
The oldest?
Yeah, the oldest.
The oldest?
Yeah.
Josie?
Josie, yeah.
Did you see Josie smoking weed?
Yeah, I saw him smoking weed. He was smoking weed right there. He left the roach on the damn window. I said, Don, so they're going to get us in trouble here, dude. Jesse sees that shit. He already didn't like me because I smoke funny tobacco.
Molly all like, oh my God. Like we've not seen her totally plastered on lives. And that part seemed contradictory to me. Let me know in the comments if you agree. Because why would Don care that he smokes tobacco or whatever if Don was smoking weed?
So your kid, 11 years old? Come on. I mean, that's, he didn't like me because I smoke funny tobacco. So to have it on a job site, you know what I mean, it was unprofessional and to do it. Have you heard anything about Summer? And he just wigged out on me.
Did he ever stiff you?
Yeah, he stiffed me. The last time I was supposed to get $2,100, he paid me $300. Okay, and then left me with $1,800, and then fires me. Well, he fired me before, but you know, he went a couple of days, and I kept calling Jesse. I was like, "Did Don get paid yet?" I said, "I ain't getting paid." He said, "He hasn't paid you. I already deposited the money in his account." I said, "Well," I called him back. I said, "He didn't give me shit. I wasn't gonna tell him he gave me $300. That ain't shit compared to 21. You know? No, he didn't give me shit. He said he paid you $400. Well, he didn't pay me $400. He only paid me $300. And I had a neighbor that recorded it while I was getting it, and I was asking, "Have you heard anything about Summer?" And he just wigged out on me. Like I should have never asked that question. Why not? I'm worried about your daughter. You know, just kind of weird.
When you said that, he was acting crazy at the job, or he was, not right the next day, and he was sitting in that tub.
He acted crazy at the job every day.
He did act crazy.
Like, what do you have examples of what?
I'm pulling the metal in front of the window. He didn't call me. He just let Don deal with it. He's the one that's letting the business go to shit. He'd rather have child pedophiles working for him in these neighborhoods.
Who would that be?
In Don Wells.
Why is
well, he's he loves sisters. Okay. I don't believe he was made. I was told that he was molested Summer, and possibly Candace got pissed off and killed her because she was jealous. So, you know, there's stories, you know, that.
So I suggest you going and watching Olivia's interviews 1 and 2 and see for yourself how much misinformation was disseminated.
Really throw red flags up.
We've heard the same thing.
And I hear.
Seen Summer before?
A few times, and my wife was concerned about the way he was looking at her. She had red flags about that.
What did she say?
She said that he was just kind of looking her up and down, like, you know, it bothered her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she mentioned that to me before all this happened. So the very next day, she comes up missing around 6:30.
So when did you leave your house?
When did I leave my house that morning? I'm not sure, you know.
In the clip you just heard, Don Wells, father of missing Summer Wells, is talking about an ex-coworker of his, named DUDLEY AJAN. For those of you following Summer's case, I'm sure you have heard the name Dudley before. Candace apparently had some strange feelings about Dudley, the way he looked at Summer when at the house, and Don fired Dudley the day before Summer vanished from their property on Ben Hill Road. Don also explained in numerous interviews that Dudley had a drug problem, particularly with, and that's why he was let go from the job. Many of us thought Don was talking nonsense and we didn't believe him. I had the opportunity to talk with Dudley's wife a while back, and she insisted that Dudley didn't use drugs at all. It's all made up stuff and rumors. However, news just came in that Dudley was actually arrested on drug charges. One of his charges state manufacture, delivery, sale and possession of. It's some serious stuff. I'm highly concerned after hearing this news, and starting to wonder if there's more to this story. Don says that DUDLEY AJAN is a suspect in his eyes. Could Dudley have had something to do with Summer's disappearance? I'm now starting to question everything.